conditioning season, meaning this is when everybody complains it's getting hot. ACs, on their last leg break. It's a very expensive time of the year as a landlord if you've got ACs that are, a little bit, shaky. And on average, on a commercial air conditioner, sometimes I'll spend $7,000. General homes, if it's a 3 to 5 ton unit, that can be another, depending if they just replace the condensing unit outside or go inside and replace the FAU, the forced air unit. It can get really expensive, and you have like 7-8 air conditioners go out, in a month. $40,000-$50,000 is quite possibly what the toll is going to be for that month. But then you're usually good for 5-6 years, depending on where you're at. Air conditioners, if it's in a hot state, it can be very expensive. And you always want to make sure that you keep your filters clean. I always have, I kind of have my own filter service. I have guys that go out and, or gals, to change the filters. So you really want those filters easily accessible. I kind of like the filters where you got a hinged, kind of a hinged opening that's, at floor level. That's your intake unit. Usually you have an air conditioning closet, we call it. And within that closet, the forced air unit's sitting about 2 feet up, and underneath it is kind of the inlet port. And anyways, I like having those filters exposed in the grill, where you flip it up, and you can change it easily. But the other thing is that you can see it. You can see it get dirty, and it's bright white when it goes in there, and if it starts looking brown or dingy or gray, I just change them every month anyways, and you'd be surprised how dirty those things can get. And it's not dirt, it's just like material, threads, just all this stuff that sloughs off material and clothing and lint, basically, is what I see mostly. And you always want to educate your tenants, especially because they can kill your air. Oh, here's a lot over here for sale. I won't get into that, but they're reselling it, it looks like. It's sold twice since I sold it. I think they found it a little harder to build around here than they thought. But anyways, back to ACs. I like the exposed filters where you can see them in the flip-up lids. I like them accessible so they can quick change. But you always want to educate your tenant to the fact that a clean filter means lower electricity and just better air quality for them. You definitely want to make sure they have some sort of incentivization to change it, or let you know to come change it. And so I always tell them when it's dirty, the air's dirty, and especially if I'm paying for the electrical, if I'm paying the electric, then maybe they're not so motivated about saving me money on the bill. But if they're paying the electric, then they got a little more motivation. But yeah, so it's going to be a killer month. In fact, I got one of my tenants, a barber, really cool guy, really great tenant, expanding his business, young guy, and I've actually did a really nice video on him a couple months ago. We just hadn't finished it yet. It's kind of one of the bigger videos we've done on landlord life, I call it. But he's got an AC out now too, and his is such that his unit is a commercial unit. It's on the roof. It requires what I call a tin knocker. Tin knocker is somebody that forms sheet metal, and name that goes way back, but and basically he has to create a curved duct. I mean, a curved duct almost as wide as my car, but basically a large duct to direct the ace, the air conditioned air that's blowing out, curves it back down, blows it back down into the building, and of course it's double wall, it's insulated and all that sort of thing. So he's got to wait 2 weeks for an air conditioner, which brings me to another point. I have portable air conditioning units. These are about the size of like a water cooler, if you can imagine, and they have like what's a dryer vent coming out the back. Well, that blows out heat. So when somebody goes down like this, we'll bring in a portable air conditioning unit that blows cool air. The heat, we got to we'll punch a hole through the acoustic ceiling and pipe that hot air up into there, or push it outside somehow if we can, and then it gives them some cool air, to get them by until the new AC comes in. Because like in this situation, I had to wait almost 10 days to get this curved unit, this curved sheet metal duct made, and sometimes you're waiting on an AC. Not always. We have pretty good resources where we're at. So, and I'm like a VIP client with with the air conditioning company. They'll anyhow, they take really good care of my air conditioning guy, because he gets the credit for everything I buy, and I make sure he passes on some of that credit to me. So, but these portable air conditioning units, which I'm going to have to do, I'll do a special here and kind of show you guys, because I have so much stuff you just can't imagine. I got these air conditioning units. I've probably got 3 of them going right now in different places. I got one that when the sewing ladies, which I've done an AC or did a video on, they've got a temporary right now just to offset. I think they have a lot of in and out traffic in their place, but they got a big window and it's real hot. The sun hits, and I think the AC's not so bad. It just has trouble keeping up. So we had that extra unit just to help the other one along, make it more bearable through the hottest months of summer. Anyways, some people, if you give them a real good break on rent, it's kind of hard if they're, to spend another $6-8 grand that year on an AC, and so some of them, they can just kind of deal with the hot months and keep that rent low, or you can make them an offer and say, look, if you really want to be cool, I got to spend $6 grand, but I'd like to get a return back at least 2 years, so that means $250 more a month rent. So they can make their decision, leave it to them. So but yeah, I was getting back to just all the tools and accessories. As a landlord like me, a hands-on guy, like I said, I probably got 3 or 4 of these auxiliary air conditioning units. I've got fans that are big, like you'd see it, I don't know what that company is, that takes water out of buildings, that sort of thing. But I've got these big blower fans that are made just to sit down and just blow a lot of air, a large volume of air, to dry out carpet. They got kind of a wide scoop on the bottom, and you can lay that flat, but you can also lift carpet, stick that underneath, and it just kind of lifts the carpet up like a balloon. But it's drying it out all the time. So that's important, because when you get carpet wet, you want to dry it out immediately so it doesn't get any mold or mildew or start to smell funny. And so these are beautiful, because I've probably got 3 or 4 of those too. And I've had big floods before. Not very often, thank God. But I'll have these things on top of carpet, under carpet, just kind of raising it up. And like a blanket, if you can imagine, when you first throw a blanket, it just kind of hangs and holds up. And then I've had just all kinds of things. But these little accessories are pretty cool. I've taken you into the tool shed. It's really a big tool shed, where we have all these different things, saws and screw guns, and just various things that as a landlord you're gonna need. But anyways, yeah, so this is like my Monday. I'm just back from vacation, and I'm going to to work and you know, start putting out fires. Got some plumbing issues too, I heard about. So I think we're actually going to do a water jet. Maybe get some video on that. Water jet is basically instead of a rotor-rooter, they run down a high-powered line that basically is like a sprinkler head, but real high-powered. Just blasts all the grease and rust and, you know, debris, whatever, stuck to the sides of those pipes. It'll wash out. And sometimes, I mean, it's a really cool tool. A little more expensive process, but well worth it, because, you know, you get 10, 15 years of, you know, the pipes just kind of start to shrink from stuff sticking to the sides, and soap, scum, air, whatever, you know. So that'd be interesting. Maybe I can get some good footage of that. But I got another one. I've got a plumber ordered right now to bring a camera. He's going to run down and chase a line and see, because we've had kind of a repetitive problem, and we're going to see why, you know, take a run down the pipe with a camera. And that's also pretty neat now too, because they can run that camera in, and the camera is giving you feedback, telling you how far down the line it is. So if it does, when it does detect a problem, you can pretty much walk out the yard or between the building and the street, and you can kind of pinpoint maybe where that issue is, where you dig a hole and cut the pipe out and replace that piece if there's an issue with it. So anyways, just checking in. Flip Anything USA. Be sure to jump on the Twitter and Twitter feed, and you'll get notices out too. And share and subscribe. And thanks, and we'll talk to you next week.